over part 2 of Lab 4. Question 1 are DHCP messages sent over UDP or TCP? These messages are sent over UDP. You can see right here, it says it right here, user datagram protocol. 2, what's the link layer? E.g., Ethernet address of your host. Ethernet address of my host. It's going to be right over here. Ethernet address of my host right here. Number 3, what values of the DHCP discover message differences from the request message? So when you click on discover, you click request, and we go into more of the details. You can see that the message type, this one says request 3. This one says discover 1. That's different. And then if you go down, you go to the request, it has an extra field that says DHCP server identifier, which isn't available on the other ones. For number 4, what are the values of the transaction ID in each of the 4 discover, offer, request, act, DHCP messages? What are the values of the second request and act fields? So these first ones have this transfer ID, and then for the act request, you'll see is different over here compared to over here. And the purpose is that the transaction field is that so the host could differentiate between different requests made by the user. Number 5, a host uses DHCP to obtain all IP address, among all other things, but the host IP address is not confirmed to the end the 4 messages exchange. For each of the 4 DHCP messages, discover, offer, request, act, DHCP indicate the source and destination. So discover, source, destination, the offer is right here, the request, and then the ACH is right here. What is the IP address of your DHCP server? It's gonna be right here. What is the IP address of the DHCP server offering to your host? And the DHCP offer message indicate. So we want to click the IP address that's being offered is right here. It's gonna be this one here. And then yeah, so that's what the DHCP offer message is inside the offered DHCP address. Okay, so question 8. So in the example screenshot, there is no relay agent. There's no any relay agent into it. A host and DHCP server. What values are in trace that indicate the absence of absent relay? So no relay agent means the value is going to be 0.00. And also, if you look over here, a relay address is also 00. So that means I don't have a relay agent as well. Number 9, explain the purpose of the router and subnet mask line mask inside the DHCP offer message. So if I go over here, show right here. I believe it's gonna be somewhere over here. Okay, there it is. Subline and router. So this is where they're at. You can find them. So basically, the subline mask line tells the client which subline mask to use, and then the router line indicates where the client should send the message by default. Explain the purpose of release time. How long is the release time in your experiment? Okay, so you can find the IP address release time right here. Purpose of release time is to tell the client how long they can use the IP address before they're assigned a new one. And our release time is 30 minutes or 1800 seconds. What's the purpose of the DHCP release message? So going up here, there's a release right here. What's the purpose of the DHCP release message? Does the DHCP server issue an acknowledgement of the receipt of the client's DHCP request? And what would happen if the client's DHCP release message is lost? So the purpose of the release message is to release the IP address back to the server, and there isn't a verification that the server has been received by that server, that the message has been received by the server. And if the message was lost, then the server would not reassign that address until the client's lease on the address is expired. Alright, so clearing the boot P. Were there any ARP messages sent or received during the DHCP packet exchange process? So if we go to one of them, it should be around 2002. So from right here to, there were no ARP messages. There were ARP messages after though. So yeah, I did not see any ARP messages sent or received during the DHCP package exchange. Period.